Hi, this is Bart from Monchball. In this video I'll show you how we 3D print and then assemble Monchballs. They're designed as a bully stick holder, so this is a bully stick. It's really strong, it doesn't break easily, it doesn't crack, and it's really good for dogs to chew, cleans their teeth, releases endorphins, but of course it's a choking hazard. Once the dog's chewed most of it, certain breeds, particularly French Bulldogs are one of them, are inclined to swallow the last bit and choke. So there's a few different types of bully stick holders on the market. This is ours. We think it's the best. I'll show you how we assemble them. This piece has our logo. It's got some custom 3D print supports in the bottom. So we just rip this piece out. Then the logo has a little custom support as well. Rip that out. And we slide it in the back. We seat that in really well. And then we rip out the final support. Now these two posts sit together like that, and they insert in this square hole. That post is very strong. It holds the ball together at the end. Now this post actually goes through a hole that's drilled in the bully stick. We insert it through the back there. It's got a flat side, so it only goes in one way. You then screw the logo onto the back, just until it touches. Then there's a couple of marks, one there, one there. You line them up, and then you stop. That then actually lines up a hole that goes all the way through, and we take the smaller screw and we insert that in there. Your Monchball comes with a little 3D printed wrench. Line up the flat side and the flat side, just tighten it gently, and now this can't come off. Then we take this piece. Both of these screws are the same length, so it doesn't matter which one goes in which hole. Flip that over. Both of those little holes line up together. Then we take the button, slide it in from the top like that. This is a 3D printed spring. We insert it in there. Now the button is spring loaded, and that's the mechanism that traps the two halves together and then releases them. We then take this little cap, line those two pieces up, we use our wrench just to gently tighten them. And then we have the two halves to our Monchball. As you slide it together, that button then traps the two bits together, and it's very strong, it won't open. You push the button and you can pull it apart. Now how do we use the treat in the Monchball? We'll just set that aside. So here we've got the bully stick. We actually need to drill a hole in it. So this is just a cheap drill from Bunnings. It's got a 7mm drill bit. Put it there. can open the Monchball, place the treat on that pin, close the Monchball. Now your dog can chew on the bully stick, and when it gets to the end it can't swallow the last bit. The sphere is the most bite resistant shape that you can have. So this is the 10 centimeter model. It's designed for small and some medium-sized dogs, and their mouths simply aren't big enough to do much damage to the ball. It'll last a long time. Of course, it is a bully stick holder. It's not a toy, so you should only give it to your dog when it's loaded with the bully stick, and when they're finished, you should take it off them. That way it'll last a long time. Its modular design means that any individual parts can be replaced fairly easily. In particular, keep an eye on this here treat post. It's pretty strong. Some dogs don't do any damage to it at all. Others might get a bit obsessed with trying to get that last bit. They might put some marks in it. If it shows any significant signs of damage, then you'd want to replace it. Now, they're very cheap. We sell replacement posts because of the modular design. We always ship it with a spare post or two, and you can replace it quite easily. We do have another video on that, but as you've seen, what you need to do is take this screw out, unscrew this very carefully, be very careful not to drop it, and maybe do it over something soft. This here sharp edge, if it falls and strikes something hard, it could crack. You can then push that out, and you can easily put a new post in and keep your dog safe. Now remember, you line these two marks up at the back like that, which allows this to screw all the way down. And you don't even really need a wrench to screw these in. They don't need to be that tight, just so long as they're not going to slip. And ready for some safe chewing.